Welcome to part 3 of the Beginner's Guide to Online Business. This is Paul Evans from nichology.com, and we have been looking at this business model. And today we are going to talk about purpose. Why are you going into business? Who are you going to serve? How will they be better off as a result of you letting them into your part of the web? So we need to look at those 3 questions to best determine what our purpose is going to be. And often we talk about our unique purpose, our differentiated purpose. And while that is important, it's really critical that we begin by looking at these soft areas, these areas that are going to allow us to determine from the beginning exactly what impact our business is going to have. Why are you going into business? Number one answer, to make money. We talked about in the last video that is a component that can end up undermining your entire business. It will cause you to be desperate. It will cause you to make decisions that will lessen the quality of your product because you're so desperate to make money that you put it out too soon, or it will cause you to make some decisions that are not of the highest integrity. For example, just this week I've received about 8 emails about a technology product, a software product, where a previous version was being released for free. It was a great deal, honestly. And out of those emails, everyone but one gave the company credit for doing this release. However, one individual wrote and said, "You are not going to believe the deal that I secured for you. I contacted X company, twisted their arm, called in a few favors, and got this software for you for free." Like they were doing this great work, like they had come up with this great idea when everybody was giving it away for free. Were some of his list fooled by that? Most likely, but for the most part, it didn't really fool anybody. And it ended up hurting him, but he wanted to make money so badly that he was willing to do something that was slightly unethical. So, do you want to go into business to make money? Of course you do. But if it is your number one goal, chances are very high that you've lost before you ever got started. I believe that the number one reason to go into business is to serve a market, primarily to bring them value, to allow them to become better off from having come in contact with you. You want to help them reach their goal, regardless of what the product is. Regardless if you're like me and you help people make money online or discover their course to making money online, or provide resources and products that they can resell to make money online. It's not ultimately about me, it's about them being able to reach their goal. Now, do I receive income off of that? Yes, and I should. But I should not receive income if I'm cheating them or hurting them in the process. And believe me, a lot of people do. I don't believe the majority, but there are those out there that do. So you need to begin your business by deciding, how am I going to serve? What is my specific market? How will they become better off? What is this value that I am delivering in exchange for their money? So if I'm charging $10 or $20 or $1,000 or $10,000, what is the result of that? How have I helped them? How have I aided them as a result of my business being open? Who are you going to serve? You can determine this by doing what you love. This could be one of the components, is to say, I want to do what I love. And people say you can make money online either by doing what you love or by finding what people want. A hungry market, as they say. Well, the greatest aspect, of course, is to be able to find both. Doing something that you love to do and finding a group of people who want it. And sometimes that's very difficult. So how do you do that? Well, you find out what is already selling. And if it's already selling and already making money, well, there's evidence that people already want it. And how many sites are selling that type of product or serving that type of market? The more, the better. Now you're thinking, well, there's too much competition. Well, that comes into how good is your business going to be. If your business becomes the best, then competition is really not a problem. But if the sites already exist out there that are serving this market, well, that's a number of sites that you can connect with and get links from to your site. It's a lot of people out there who would love to send out an email about your product and you would make money off of their recommendation. So I recommend doing a combination of what you love doing to a market of people who already want what it is that you want to do. That's the best combination. They're not necessarily mutually exclusive. However, I will tell you, there are people who are doing what they love in a market that may not be huge, and they're still making a good living. And there are people who aren't doing what they love at all. In fact, they hate what they do, but they're doing it in a market that people crave the product or the idea or the concept or the coaching or the consulting, and they make a lot of money as well. But the most joy and contentment is received from doing a combination of these things. How will the market be better off as a result of you inviting them into your part of the web? List 10 ways. 10 ways that people are going to be better off for having done business with you. Now you may be saying, well, I don't even know what I'm going to sell yet, and in the next video we're going to talk about the product. But you as an individual, how will they become better off? Will you have great customer service? Will you get personally involved? Will you go the extra mile? Will you have already determined a path for them to follow to greater and greater and greater levels of competency in this market that you're creating this product for or representing products in? So list 10 ways that this market is going to be better off for you having gotten involved in it. And then secondly, your passion. Now, there's cause and effect here that I want to encourage you that people will become better off simply because you're excited about serving this market, because passion is transferable. People can feel your energy, they can feel your excitement, and they will buy into that, and they will not only connect with you in a greater extent, you will not only gain a greater rapport because of that, but your purpose will end up becoming real because you will not be de-energized by this process. You see, if you're working in an area that you don't really care about, you don't really love, then what ends up happening is you run out of energy. And you end up being drained by this process instead of being energized by this process. Now, if you're drained by this, chances are your customers are going to become drained by you because you don't have that energy and that passion there. But let's say that you do have the energy and passion, that you are excited about serving this market on a daily basis. Well, they will become better off because you will be given your best. You will have a filter in place that will not allow you to represent certain products in your product arsenal, and it will cause you to create a better product if that's the route that you end up choosing. So it's cause and effect. The better you are, the better off your market will be. In the next video we'll talk about creating your product or representing another's product by becoming an affiliate. Have a great day.